Krishna.
Then live stream is on and your mobile has to be off. It should not be in YouTube.
Hare Krishna, has somebody put their music off?
അതില് ബോക്സ് കഴുകിയിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ അത്. ഇതെടുക്കൂ, അത് കഴുകിയിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ, അത് എടുത്തോളൂ. അതിലെടുത്തു. സ്പൂൺ ഒന്ന് എടുത്തോളൂ.
Hare Krishna. Let's start with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So welcome you all for Prabhupada's small books. Because if we try ourselves to read, somebody is not good at reading, somebody feels bored up, we have all such combinations. But when we come together, we can do amazing. Yeah? We have a lot of examples. I will not name it today. Welcome. So we are successfully on the 6th book of Srila Prabhupada's small books. Last time we have done the 2nd chapter. How many of you all could do the assignment of reading?
Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you, Durga Mataji. Thank you, Srividya Mataji. Thank you, Swarna Gopika Mataji. That's it? Nobody else?
I also did, Mataji.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Srinita Mataji, Sudha Mataji.
Head to read, Mataji.
Great. So chapter 2nd is read by you all. We will try to go through the significance of, few messages that Srila Prabhupada wants to give us. So we stopped at this para. Yeah, we had done this para and the shlokas were left. Am I right? So
Yes, Mataji. Focus was read.
yes. So patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prachati tad aham bhaktya upahartam ashnami priyatatmanaha. And then one more shloka, it says, Yat karoshi yad dashi yad jahoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurusva madarpanam. So what are we learning? Because the book name itself is Raj Vidya. We were saying Raj Vidya is king of the knowledge. And also in the same 9th chapter, it is said that it is Guhyam. That is, it is secret of all the secret treasures. So the translation, anybody would, yeah, okay, Srividya Mataji, you can read the translation, please.
If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you perform, should be done as an offering unto me. Bhagavad Gita 9.26 to 27. Hare Krishna
Hari Bol.
Mataji.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So what is the learning point here for us? That the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Lord, Krishna, the personality of Godhead, he's guiding us, he's giving us instructions through Bhagavad Gita that you can offer me. And what is that? Patram, Pushpam, Phalam Toyam. Yeah. So when we say Patram, leaf, so you have to categorize everything, whatever in the fruits, whatever in the vegetables, yeah. But it has to be first offered to Lord, and then we have to take it as a prasad. So whether it is a fruit, we have to offer Lord and take. Why? So the message is, we say we should not eat non-veg because that is killing. But then fruits and vegetable, they also have life, isn't it? But we are sanctioned, we have been given the way the small newly born baby, what is the sanction of ration to that baby? Mother's milk, isn't it? So same way, as human being, we are even our teeth are designed in such a way that we are herbivorous. So it says that when we take fruits and leaves or vegetables, why we have to offer? So that by glancing over, Lord purifies it, and we are free from the sins. See, like that's the reason Lord says, aham bijam pita, like a mother and father cares for every minute thing. Krishna is taking care of every small aspect. Yeah. Also in the shloka last, it says, Ashnami priyatatmanaha. That when you're offering, it's not that, okay, you said, you asked, I gave it. No, he says, you don't give me, no problem. But if you're giving me anything, I want your love. See, when we make gravy, when we make any vegetables, if we do seasoning, it becomes more tastier. Like that, when we offer anything to Lord, when we do it with love, that is what Lord is looking for. Love is also caring, isn't it? So Lord wants that reciprocation, because through that reciprocation, we will be able to build our relationship with the Lord. And then also it says, Yakkaroshi Yadnashi. It says, whatever you do, whatever offering you give, whatever austerity, whatever sacrifice that you're doing, do it keeping me in center. Many a times, we will see people saying, yeah, charity, yes, we see, people will stand with the banner, I did it, I have donated, their name, the trust, the everything, So that is nothing but, gaining name and fame. Lord is saying, keep me in center, that we are doing it for the pleasure of Lord. Because when we give others pleasure, we will gain more pleasure. This is what Lord's message here is. This point is clear to everybody? Okay. There is one more shloka. Because you all have read, that's why I'm touching upon the shlokas. It says, Ashraddhadhana Purusha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapya Mam Nivartante Nityu Samsar Vartmani. Kanya Mataji, you want to read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
It is very auspicious day for you.
Thank you, Mataji. Those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of foes. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. Bhagavad Gita 9.3.
Haribol, thank you. So, here to learn is those who are not faithful. So that means Those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service cannot attain. How important is that we have to have faith? And this shloka he is giving after Patram Pushpam, after Yakkaroshi Yadlashi, not before. So what is the message? Even if you're doing it without any intentions or just for the sake of doing it, just you're fulfilling the sentences, slowly and gradually what will happen? We will build the faith. So it's a process. Acharyas explain us that when we will constantly do in the association, whether executing of the instructions, whether we are reading again and again, whether we are constantly hearing, all this is a process which will take us to build our faith, and we will one day have self-realization, which is very, very essential for us. And then it says, it is not possible to manufacture a religion. As we all have understood earlier also, religion is nothing but how you love Lord. I think somebody's mic is on or so. Yeah, okay. So it says, it is not possible to manufacture a religion. A true religion must come from an authorized source, and that source is either God or his representative. Now, who is a representative here? Our Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru, which is sanctioned by Lord. And then we will touch upon this two shlokas, paras. Anybody for the reading of this two passages? Anybody wants to read, please?
Can I read, Mataji?
Yes, please, please.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
The Bhagavad Gita is also religion. Great authorities like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami, Lord Chaitanya, Sankaracharya, and so many others have accepted the Bhagavad Gita as the supreme principle of religion and Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. There is no doubt about it. In the West also, the Bhagavad Gita is accepted as a great book of philosophy, and many great scholars and philosophers in the West have read and commented on it. Despite acceptance by the scholars and acharyas, there are persons who do not accept the Bhagavad Gita and who have no faith. They do not accept it at all as authority, for they think that it is some sentimental exaggeration by a man known as Krishna. Thus, Krishna states in the above quoted verse, Hare Krishna, Mother, just slip.
Yes,
They have no relation to him. Those who reject the Bhagavad Gita as authority cannot have any connection with him, and because they have no relation to him, they remain in the cycle of birth and death. Aprapyamam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. Being subjected to samsara, the cycle of birth and death, does not guarantee that one will necessarily get a similar facility for the understanding of the Bhagavad Gita in the next life. One may not necessarily be born again as a human being, or in America, or in India, or even in this planet. There is no certainty. It all depends on our birth. On the path of birth and death, we take our birth, remain for some time, enjoy or suffer, then again give up this body and enter into the womb of a mother, either human or animal. Then prepare another body to come out and begin our work again. This is called Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. If one wants to avoid this path, he must take to Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Welcome. So we are trying to understand the process, and that process is explained to us we always give example of, if you go to the market and buy a electronic, so what happens, electronic instrument, you will get a manual. Yeah. So with that manual, you'll able to understand how we have to operate that. Similarly, through Bhagavad Gita, Lord is trying to instruct us. And that instructions, it is given here example, great authorities like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami, Lord Chaitanya. So what happens is, they say so many others have accepted Bhagavad Gita as the supreme principle of religion and Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. So there is no doubt about it. Because people will always, when we say, this is the process you have to say, do it. They say, how you know? So we'll say, we will explain them that, you read Bhagavad Gita, this is the authoritative scripture. They will have lined up questions, who has come and told you, after death, did anybody come and say that this was the right process or wrong process? Then how are you believing it? Even to Srila Prabhupada, somebody said, have you seen God? Whatever we are doing, how can you say it is right or wrong? So Prabhupada always said that when you take up Krishna consciousness, you end up eating prasadam, you take association, you are dancing on the rhythm of the kirtans, you're taking best of the association. So after death, if you see Krishna, then it is your attempt was successful. You feel that, what if nothing is there? Prabhupada always said, but if you have done it, it is successful. What if you have not done it and Krishna is standing there? Then you will be falling down to the hellish planets. So might do it. So this is by nature, human nature. We will tend to ask questions that why I have to do. So, in India, it is said, first you show me the chamatkar and then I will do namaskar. So here we are trying to understand the process. It says that this life is given to us, but it is a repeated cycle of birth and death if we don't. And what is that we don't? That is being subject to the samsara, the cycle of birth and death is happening. Does not guarantee that one will necessarily get a similar facility for understanding the Bhagavad Gita in the next life. That's the reason we say this one life, this human form of life is the last chance that we have got. We should not miss it whimsically, just thinking, that, oh, let me party, let me enjoy, let me eat, let me sleep, So, ahar nidra bhai maithunam cha. So everybody is doing this. Even animals are doing this. What is the difference? That we are not in an animal body, in a human body. That only in this form, we will have that understanding and realization that after reading Bhagavad Gita, we get rightest knowledge. I am not this body, I am soul. And there is a super soul. This body is given like an instrument to me to rectify my karmas and aim myself to go back home, back to Godhead, to Lord Krishna. This is the message. One has to have clear understanding about this and practice it. That's why it says, this is called Nritya Samsar Vartamini. If one wants to avoid this path, he must take to Krishna consciousness. That is, we must take up to devotional service. Yeah. Sunita Mataji, you want to read the last para of this chapter?
I'll read. When Yudhishthira Maharaja was asked, what is the most wonderful thing in the world? Sorry, Mataji, I'm not able to.
Oh, is it? 1 second. Yeah, got it?
Yeah. When Yudhishthira Maharaj was asked, what is the most wonderful thing in the world? He replied, the most wonderful thing is that every day, every moment, people are dying, and yet everyone thinks death will not come for him. Every minute and every second, we experience that living entities are going to the temple of death. Men, insects, animals, birds, everyone is going. This world, therefore, is called Mrityuloka, the planet of death. Every day, there are obituaries, and if we bother to go to the cemetery or crematorium grounds, we can validate them. Yet everyone is thinking somehow or the other, I will live. Everyone is subject to the law of death, yet no one takes it seriously. This is the illusion, thinking we will live forever. We go on doing whatever we like, feeling that we will never be held responsible. This is very risky life, and it is the densest part of illusion. We should become very serious and understand that death is waiting. We have heard the expression as sure as death. This means that in this world, death is the most certain thing. No one can avoid it. When death comes, no longer will our puffed up philosophy or advanced degree help us. At the time of our stout and strong body and our intelligence, which don't care for anything, are vanquished. At that time, the fragmental portion, Jivatma, comes under the dictation of material nature, and Prakriti, nature, gives us the type of body for which we are fit. If we want to take this race, we can avoid Krishna. If we don't want to take it, Krishna will come to help us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. How beautiful. Thank you so much, Sunita Mataji. Yes. So it says, when Yudhishthira Maharaj was asking, see, authorities, any XYZ we say, then they say, oh, we don't believe, we don't trust, yeah. But when you say, but who will understand that, yes, Yudhishthira Maharaj is the rightest authority, once, if we know who are these characters, who are these authorities, and how that will be possible, if we have heard or if we have read. So it says, when Yudhishthira Maharaj was asking what is the most wonderful thing in the world, he was replied, that the most wonderful thing is that every day, I repeat, it says every day, not one day, every day, every moment, people are dying, and yet everyone thinks death will not come for him. Yeah. So what is this? Illusion, isn't it? It's illusion. So every moment and every second we are expire. We expire. That living entity are going to the temple of death. Temple of death. See how beautifully Prabhupada is trying to explain us. Yeah. Okay. It is this death is just not that it is death for us. Death is for an insect, death is for an animal, death is for a bird. Everyone who has come has to go. We say, when we go to the supermarket, we will see a product. We are very cautious about our health. So we see the manufacturing date as well as expiry date. Now you'll say, Mataji, manufacturing date, okay, when this was produced. Why expiry date? If you don't know the expiry date, it may be harmful, because some products are valid for 2 years, 3 years. Some are very perishable, which will expire in 6 months or 3 months. That's why if they don't want to give specific expiry date, they will say, best to be used in 9 months, best to be used in 6 months. Have you all read anytime this? Yeah. Be very careful when you buy any product. So similarly, we human being also, all living being, all who have come to birth are going to meet their death. So this world therefore is called Mrityuloka. Mrityuloka. That is, you are come to die. If you tell to an ordinary person, he'll say, these people are crazy. No, there is a message to understand this. And what is that? It says the planet of death. This is the planet of death. But every day there are obituaries. And if we bother to go to the crematorium or sanatorium ground, we can validate them. Yeah. Yet everyone is thinking somehow or other I will live. We have examples, no? To live, forever. In the past, in our scriptures also, we have seen, Hiranyakashipu. He did such a vigorous austerity, asking Brahma that I only want one thing. What is that? I should not meet death. Brahma said, my God, what I don't have for myself, how can I sanction to somebody else? Even I'm going to, die. Even I'm going to live, not living forever. So how can I sanction you? Ravana the same way. Even Ravana said, nobody can kill me. Lord himself had to come, isn't it? So this place is Mrityuloka, planet of death. Everyone is subject to law of death, yet no one takes it seriously. This is the serious matter. This is illusion. We are in illusion that no. See, if I do in the best way whatever is told, then how death can come to me? No, actually we are born to die. We are born to die. And in between birth and death, what we are supposed to do, if we are taking right association, if we are reading the scriptures, then this one life is successful. We will get many obstacles. We will get many challenges. But then again, we need to pray to Lord to give us strength to go through that, to bless us to take the right association, to take the best of the availability of the opportunity. It says, we have heard the expression that is as sure as death. This means that in this world, death is the most certain thing. Yes, inevitable. No one can avoid it. When death comes, no longer will our puffed up philosophy or advanced degrees help us. Yes, the moment the death is near, money will not help, position will not help. Nothing is going to help us. The near one, dear one, you cannot say, please hold me and don't let me go. No. The famous Disney world person, Mr. Disney, he said, that I am ready to pay, whatever amount you say, but I should not meet my death. And some of the scientists, they fooled him and they said, yes, we will preserve your body after death and we will revive you. And he gave so much of money. And the pitiest and the saddest thing is that Mr. Disney's fourth, fifth generation objected it. Why? Because they were getting some amount of royalty every year, and suddenly it started falling. So they were objecting. How is this happening? So they said, yeah, maximum amount, he had given us in writing, will be going for the research. They said, what foolish? One who is dead cannot come back. Please, we cancel this and, give us our royalty back. So what's the use? What's the use? It's fooling one's own self. We have been blessed with knowledge, but we are fooling ourselves by thinking in illusion. I repeat, thinking in illusion that I can overcome death. No one can overcome death. So it says, at that time of our stout and strong body and our intelligence, which do not care for anything, are vanquished. At that time, the fragmental portion, Jivatma, comes under the dictation of material nature, and Prakriti, that is nature, gives us the type of body for which we are fit. If we want to take this risk, we can avoid Krishna. If we do not want to take risk, Krishna will come to help us. But how he will come to help us? See, it is practically, if you see, you come from out, to your house. If you have key, you just open the door and you have come inside, and you want a glass of water. Either you're going to take water yourself, or if your energy level is so down and you're not able to, unless and until you call your wife or your husband or your children or your servant or your mother, father, somebody you call for help, and unless they come and give you that glass of water, you're helpless. Similarly, Krishna has given you the manual, the understanding. But how you will able to implement, to take the help of Krishna? When you surrender to Krishna. Prabhupada gives very beautiful analogy in Bhagavad Gita, a few places. It says, a son to say that my father's property is my property after my father, what he has to do? He has to only stay with his father, bind himself to father's instruction. That's it. Automatically everything will be done. Isn't it? He doesn't have to do something extra. How beautiful. So we just imbibe ourselves to Krishna's instructions. We stay in the association. That's it. We are done. Krishna is saying, what you don't have, I will make the arrangements. And what you have, I will carry for you. How beautiful, isn't it? So with this, we are completing second chapter, knowledge beyond samsara. Yeah? Anybody has any doubt, please, we can discuss now. You all have read the chapter. So now onwards, I am also requesting you all, when you are reading, make some points simultaneously that, this is the doubt, or what more practically it can be, so we can share that. Mundas Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, sure.
Yeah. Vandana Mataji, you want to say something? You have unmuted yourself, Mataji? Okay.
No, ma'am, nothing, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. I also gave one assignment. Who will say?
Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita, shloka writing.
Yes. Anybody wants to share the realization? We'll take 2 minutes. Because this is, these Srila Prabhupada small books is what? As I told you all, this is nothing but the tester, that you will start digging yourself. Oh, this shloka. Oh, this is the translation. Oh, this example is beautiful. So slowly, slowly, you will yourself start reading Bhagavad Gita. No realization. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mohandas
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna,
What was
Mataji.
your realization?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mataji, sorry for my ignorance. What book are we reading, Mataji, right now?
Right now? Okay.
Yes.
Who will say the title of the book?
Rajavidya.
Rajavidya.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Sorry for my ignorance because
No.
I'm
Not at all.
trying to be. I'll
Not
try
at
to
all.
get. Yeah,
Sure, Rupali Mataji.
yeah, thank you.
Yes, Mon Prabhu?
Yeah. Just I'll quickly go through Mataji because I just
am I not able to hear him, or you all?
Some technical problem.
Not able to hear.
Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah. Mon
You're
Prabhu,
not
I
able to hear
think,
me?
yeah, there is some technical problem. Can you
Okay,
come a little more closer to the mic? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it better, Mataji? Or?
Yes, it is far better. Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead.
Yeah. So as I was mentioning, I was going through Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, 20-24, Mataji. So the biggest realization is that, we have to all accept that the Lord is the father of all living entities.
Good.
So that's it. That means we have to completely surrender because we are eternal part and parcel of the Lord. And that is a fact. So most of the things, what happens in this world,
Prabhu, we are not able to hear you, Prabhu.
material world is that because we don't accept that, or rather, I think I have a very bad connection. Just give me a second, maybe if I can. Just one.
No problem. No problem. Meanwhile, somebody else? Sunita Mataji, you can give your realization.
Yes, Mataji, I have written down the shlokas. The 13, first shloka I got is 13.28, and then 3.19, 2.56, 2.69, and then 5.18 and to 7.5. But
Wow.
among these shlokas, I like the most is 2.56 because it applies to my life also. Dukkeshu anudvigna manas sukeshu vigatas praha vitaraga bhayakrodaha sitadir muniruchyate. Because we have to see whenever we are in happy situations, we shouldn't be elated, because it is given by the Lord only. By the mercy of Lord, we are getting that. We may not be having that capability or ability or the eligibility to enjoy that happiness. It is because of the mercy of Lord we are getting that happiness. And when we are in misery or distress, it is because of the mercy of the Lord only, because it has come down to the limited quantity. Otherwise, we would have been suffered much more. But it is because of the mercy of the Lord, He has given us a limited quantity of misery. After coming to Krishna consciousness, this I have been experiencing, Mataji. And one more shloka related to this is in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.8, where Brahma says, Tattenu kampam susamikshamanam Gunjana evatma kritam vipakam hridva vapurbhir vidadhan namaste jivitayo mukti sadaya bak. So this is a shloka I really appreciate, and I really every day I think of this shloka, because whenever we go through the miseries of life, it's all because of Lord's mercy that has come to a very least quantity. And when we are happy, we don't think eligible for that happiness. It's all because of Lord's mercy again. So we can remain equipoised in all these situations.
Yeah.
And this is the shloka.
Yeah. Wow, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have one more. She's not raising her hand, but I will name her then. Durga. Durga Mataji is also, she is reading and she's sharing. Yeah. So Mataji, how was the week? So first of all, how was the week? Because every day you're touching, one shloka.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam Mataji. It's a wonderful experience, Mataji, because of you gave the task. Not the task, Mataji. It's a wonderful experience. Every day I read, Mataji. I read 2.56, 3.20, 2.9, 2.24 and 25, 1.45, 2.12, Mataji. In that 2.56 also I got, as like Sunita Mataji experience, I posted you also my experience. And yes. 3.20 also I got, Mataji, like Mahatma, Janakar, Krishna, how any Mahatma, any people, they will do means all the remaining people will follow. In our preaching or in our anything we will tell to anyone means in Krishna consciousness must you first we will follow, then we will tell means they will accept. Otherwise they will think like normal situation, not in Krishna consciousness before times means they will feel like, oh, she is normally doing, or she did bad, or she is doing prajalpa, like that they will feel. After coming to Krishna consciousness, there's so much wait for their anything you will do means they will point out easily. So that's why in Krishna consciousness you are there means you will have much consciousness and much good things you will do. Much better you are doing means then people will follow. In my life, I am not as like Bhakta also. Recently only I came, but if whatever the small thing I am doing, like Mangalarti morning I am doing, like 16 rounds chanting I am doing, classes, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam classes I am attending. My Prabhuji also slowly started one round of chanting, and Mangalarti also morning he is doing. And small things also he is following. Like I am not at all forcing him, but simply slowly with Krishna mercy, all the devotees mercy he is doing. Like that I realized, Mataji.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Beautiful. So yes. Sure, Prabhu, no problem. Yeah, beautiful. Srividya Mataji, you want to share?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Even I am realizing that whatever we have problems, we can solve it from Krishna consciousness. That's what I am realizing, Mataji.
Jay, very good. Very nice. Very nice. So, dear devotees, I would request joining hands that